Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a good old Sephora haul. I'm so excited for all the goodies I ended up picking up and just wanted to share with you guys and tell you guys why I picked some of these items, and we'll go through some swatches. You know, I've just been watching a lot of YouTube lately and getting influenced as always from other YouTubers and decided to try some new products. Also, I'm getting a little bit of seasonal depression from the weather change. It's getting colder over here and I thought, you know, why not do a little retail therapy? Makeup always helps. And by the way, if you're new here, hi, my name is Naz. I hope that you consider subscribing to my channel before you leave and hit that like button. It really helps my channel a lot. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So some of you may know that there is Sephora Friends and Family sale going on right now. If you know somebody who works at Sephora, they can give you a special link to then go ahead and shop and you get 20% off your order. So I was lucky enough to get that 20% off on my order. All right, so the first product I picked up is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And this is the Brow Powder Duo and I have it in the shade Ebony. So I actually used a brow pencil and I just thought it was time to try something new for these brows because lately I've been looking for brows that are a little bit more natural. Sometimes when I use the brow pencil, they end up looking a little bit harsh and just sharp. So I'm looking for something that's going to be more natural. It's going to look a little bit softer and decided to give this a try. This is what it looks like. It's very cute. And here's the product. So it definitely is very small. I did not expect it to be this small, but I guess it's a brow powder, so it's probably going to last me a long time. So I do need to make sure that I am using a thin brush that's going to give me that natural look rather than just kind of getting all over the place and making my brows look very thick. So that's something I'll need to be careful with, but so far, I feel like the shades will work out for me. It's kind of like a dark brown shade. You're supposed to go in about a shade lighter than your actual brow color so that they look more natural and less harsh. So I'm excited to give this a go. Now, the next thing I picked up is a blush, and trust me guys, I don't need more blushes. My drawer is filled with blushes, but this is something I just can't help myself with. Blush and eyeshadows, I feel like, are my guilty pleasure, and I have enough of them to last me for a lifetime, but here we are. So let's take a look at this. This is the Air Matte Sheer Cream Blush in the shade Rush, and this I saw Nicole Elise here on YouTube use. She has a very bronzy medium skin tone and it just looked beautiful on her. It gives almost like a sunburn type of look to your cheeks. Here's the shade. It is very beautiful. She basically used it kind of in the inner portions of the cheeks and a little bit on top of the nose to just give that, you know, just got hit by a sun type of look. And I know winter is coming, so it might be a little bit too bronzy and too much of a sunburn look for winter. But hey, I'll always be a summer girl and I'll always be wearing blushes that pop my cheeks and make me look bronzy and sunburned because that's just the vibe here. And I do like this formula. I have another one of these in the shade Gasp, I believe, which is a little bit more of a brownie nude type of shade, but I am excited to use this corally shade. So this next product is another product that I was influenced by a YouTuber. This one I saw Stephanie Letta here on YouTube use, and I actually thought about getting this product for the longest time, but I just never got to it. I don't know why. This is the Laura Mercier Candleglow Sheer Perfecting Powder, and this is in the shade 5, which is medium to deep. And she uses this as a bronzer, and it just looks so beautiful on her. So this is supposed to be giving you a little bit of a glow from within type of look. It's almost like Hourglass, where you get a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a shine to the face. I thought this would be nice because I don't like to look so matte. I thought it would add a little bit of a dimension to the face, so I'm excited to use this. I feel like the shade might be a bit light on me, so let's take a look and swatch. Oh yeah, this is gonna be pretty light. You see that? Like, this might be a product that I actually use on top of another bronzer. That might be too light for my skin, so it might be nice on top of another bronzer that's darker, and this would just give me a little bit of that glow. So we'll test it out and see how that works. By the way, is Laura Mercier coming out with more products? I feel like I saw their rose gold, those eyeshadow sticks, caviar sticks, whatever they call them. And then that was a couple of months ago, and then I feel like that wasn't even that new to them because they had those types of sticks before. And then there just hasn't been any other releases. I mean, is this still a brand you guys are excited about? I know their translucent powder was a big deal in the community for the longest time, but I feel like they really haven't came through with more releases. So let me know what you guys think about that. All right, so this next one is not going to be a surprise to you guys. I picked up another Charlotte Tilbury blush. I actually have two of these already. I have the shade Ecstasy, and I also have the shade Climax, which is what I actually have on my cheeks right now. And I wanted to pick up this shade, which is Pillow Talk Intense, because it looked like a very kind of muted pink type of tone, which I thought would be perfect for those days that I don't know what I want to do with my eyes. Here's what that looks like. So it looks very pretty, and I feel like on a medium skin tone, this would be perfection. I want to compare this to the other ones I have. Give me 1 second. So here's Climax, and then this one's Pillow Talk Intense. So it's very similar. I feel like this one's probably more muted and a little bit more brown, and this one's leaning more pinkish. And I do like Charlotte Tilbury's blush formula, so I'm sure that I'm going to get a good use out of this one as well. All right, so next I have a makeup brush, and this one's by Makeup by Mario, and it is his F2 brush. And I've been meaning to pick up a brush from his line, and I thought this would be a perfect one because I love dual-ended brushes. I feel like they can be used in so many different ways. I like that they don't take up a lot of room, so you can easily put this in your purse and just touch up wherever you're at, or it's very easy to travel with. I just like stuff that doesn't take up a lot of room, especially when I'm traveling. And I thought that I could use this for blush. I like that this part of it is just very precise. Lighter blush right here in the middle of the cheeks, and then the rest up here and blend it up. We'll use a darker shade, which I've really been into lately, just using a darker shade of a blush or a more muted blush, and then use a pop shade right here in the middle. I've just been really into mixing blushes lately, so I feel like this will be a perfect brush for that. And I just can't get over how soft it is. All right, guys, this next one I am not proud of. I told myself so many times I was not going to pick this up. I was not going to pick this up, and I did. So let me explain to you guys why. So I did not want to pick this up simply because of the price tag. This is the Patrick Ta eyeshadow palette. You've probably heard about this. And it was a crazy amount. It was like $68. I pay that for Natasha Denona, but I know her formula, and I know I'm going to love her formula, and she has a variety of colors in her palette. So this one was just expensive, and two, I just have so many neutral palettes. I think we all do, but I also don't think that you can have enough neutral palettes. You see my problem? So I ended up picking it up, and I hope that I won't regret it. I saw some good reviews on this. I do reach for neutral palettes the most, so I think I will get a good use out of it if I end up liking the formula. So the packaging is very beautiful. I feel like with Patrick Ta's packaging, my fingerprints just get all over, and it gives me OCD, and then I start thinking it's just getting nasty, so I'll start wiping it down. And so anyway, it's a whole thing. The palette looks like. It is very beautiful, guys. I mean, I definitely have these tones, but it's still so pretty to look at, and I feel like I'll never get sick of these neutral tones. You know, this is all I use. I saw some YouTube reviews on this, and especially these shimmer shades are kind of what drove me into purchasing this palette, because when I watched some YouTube reviews, I could tell that these looked so shimmery and just so wet on the eyelids. So I'm very excited. Let's do some swatches. Ooh, it's kind of it's like buttery, but it's like a drier type of formula. Interesting. So I'm gonna swatch. They swatch beautifully. Some different textures here as well. So here's kind of the top row, the shimmers. Very beautiful. Look at that. That really does look wet, and I can't wait to put that on my eyelids. Now you also get two creams, which I'm not sure if I'll be using. I like to use concealer on my eyelids, and I don't know that I would put cream on top of concealer, That might look too thick on the eyelids, but maybe I'll skip the concealer and just go for these creams and kind of use the creams as a base. Now I might go ahead and do a review on this palette as well. I also picked up the Jaclyn Hill Morphe collaboration, the new palette they just launched. I believe it's called Divine Neutrals, and when that arrives, I will do a comparison using both of the palettes and let you guys know if they're worth picking up, especially if you have the Patrick Ta palette. Alright guys, so next up I have a lipstick I picked up, and this is from Charlotte Tilbury. It's her Super Nudes collection. And I did not pick up anything from this collection and just wanted to give this one a try. And when I looked online, all the other shades felt too light for me. I think there was one called Cover Star, which was like very nude and very light for my skin tone, so it definitely would not have worked. And there was Catwalking, which is somewhere in the middle, but I still felt like it might be on the lighter side. And there was Supermodel, which kind of looks like the shades that I already had from her. You have a lot of her products, and she is like the queen of duping herself, so I have to be careful every time I pick up a product from her just to make sure I don't have it already in my collection. So this one is called Super Fabulous, and this one looks like more of a brownish kind of nude, like perfect for fall. And here's what that looks like. So I think this will be a good nude shade for me, especially for the fall where you get a little bit of a grungy brownish look. So can't wait for that. Let's actually do some comparisons. I have other Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks as well. So I kind of want to show you guys what the other shades compare to this one. First, I'm going to compare it to the most popular lipstick, which is Pillow Talk. And oh yeah, it is a lot darker than Pillow Talk. So that's Pillow Talk on top, and that is Super Fabulous. Now it's definitely darker and more of a brownish type of shade. Nude Romance. Okay, so that's not too far off. That's Nude Romance there, and that's Super Fabulous, and that's Pillow Talk. And then let's do Very Victoria, which is actually what I have on my lips, and that is Very Victoria. And as you can tell, it is a lot darker than Very Victoria. This one is Wedding Bells. I'm gonna put it down here. So that's Wedding Bells. And this one up here is Super Fabulous. I think that Super Fabulous is going to be a good nude shade for me for this fall, and it doesn't seem to be that close to any of the other shades I own. I feel like every time you get a new Charlotte Tilbury product and it's different from all the other products you have in your collection, it's a win. So I am excited for that. Alright, so next up I have some primers that I picked up. I've been focusing a little bit more on my base and just making sure that my base looks right and my foundation looks more natural and flawless. Check out my last video if you didn't get to see it yet. I basically talk about tips and tricks to making your foundation look better, and I talk about some hacks you can use to do your base. So I figured it was time to try some new primers. I've just been really into the base product. I don't have a lot of primers in my collection. I just know what works for me and I keep using that. But I thought it'd be nice to try some other products and maybe I'll find something that works even better for me. So this one I picked up is from Smashbox, and I picked up the mini version because I'm not sure if I'm going to like this yet. And this is the Photo Finish Primerizer. It's primer plus moisturizer in one, which I love. I hate going in with so many steps in my makeup routine. Just anything that can simplify the process. You can just go ahead and use one product and get it done with. I'm all about that. This one said it did not include a silicone, and I don't like silicone-based primers. I feel like they just sit really thick on the skin, and I don't like how they feel on my face. So I try to avoid them as much as possible, and I'm very excited to go ahead and try this one out. And I do need something more moisturizing in the winter times, so I hope that this one works for me. And then I have this Laura Mercier. This is the Blurring Pore Canvas Primer. And this one I thought I could use in my pore area here in my T-zone. I do have a lot of visible pores right here. And this one also said it was silicone free, so we'll see about that. Sometimes primers might be great, but they don't always work with your favorite foundation. So I am very curious to see if either of these will work with some of the foundations I love. And I hope that they do. It's always a trial and error. So this next one, can you guys guess what I picked up? You guessed right. blush. Okay, so this one is from Rare Beauty. It's Selena Gomez line. I tried a blush in a sample packet and I ended up really liking it, but I waited to pick it up because she has so many gorgeous shades, and I think this is her holiday set. And the reason why I really like this is because they're minis, and these are so cute. I mean, look at them. Look at how cute these are. Are you kidding me? I feel like they'll be perfect to just put on my vanity and just look so cute. Another reason why I really like the minis is because I feel like I have so many blushes already and I never go through them. And I would rather have different shades than have more of each shade, if that makes any sense. These shades are actually very soft, and I can see why she would pick these shades for her holiday collection, because I feel like these are the shades that you just can't go wrong with. They're not, you know, very pinchy. They're kind of shades that I feel like a lot of people are gonna like. And her formula is actually very nice. So the one here is Hope, and then we have Peace, and then Bliss over here. I love the names too. They're so cute. Very excited to try these. I'm glad that I finally picked up some Rare Beauty products. I feel like you guys are gonna kill me, but just hear me out. I have another blush product, guys. I picked up the Makeup by Mario blush sticks. I don't know why I picked up so many blushes. I guess I'm craving the pink punchy cheeks. I can never go out without a blush. It's blush, they're pretty, and I love them. Okay, so I opened this and it's like an interesting texture. It has these bumps. It's very hard to close these. They don't really like go in well. I am excited about this shade. This is the Earthy Pink, and I felt like this shade was just really calling me. Really is a very soft formula. That is a beautiful shade. Very soft, but I am a little bit worried about how long this is actually gonna last on my cheeks, because blush is something that kind of fades away first. The formula I feel like isn't going to last very long on my skin. Like the drier cream formulas last longer on the skin. It's just been my experience. All right, so this next one, I am again super excited. I purchased the Natasha Denona Retro Midi palette. So when Natasha Denona launches a new eyeshadow palette, I'm always pre-ordering. I'm there. I'm immediately shopping and purchasing the eyeshadow palette. This was the first one I actually didn't do that. It just felt like it was a lot of the shades I already had repeatedly in my collection. It was a lot of pinks, it was purples, and it just didn't look like anything too special, even though I love Natasha Denona's formula. And then later on, I started seeing swatches, and then I started seeing looks with them, and I was kind of like, I started feeling like I was missing out, because it looked so beautiful, looked so much better than the products just sitting in the palette. So let's take a look here. You know, looking at it in person, looks very beautiful, very romantic and sultry, and I love that. And I feel like these shades will really complement brown eyes. Somebody said that this looked like if Glam Palette and Love Palette had a baby, and I could kind of see that. Now these tones don't look like they're too warm or too cool. They're kind of like in the neutral zone, I would say, but they look very beautiful. I will be reviewing this in my channel, and I will create some looks with it, so make sure to look out for that video. So the next product I have is actually another base product. I purchased a concealer from Patrick Starr's brand One Size, and I got this in the shade medium 4NG. This is the Turn Up the Base concealer, and it has a doe foot applicator, so I hope this color isn't too light for me. Oh no, I think this will be a good color. And let me tell you guys about my struggles with my under eye circles. I struggle with them, and I feel like as I continue aging, they've just been getting darker. It's going downhill from here, so I wanted to try a new concealer. I love my Tarte Shape Tape, and I need something new, and I just am in the market for new concealers, so I can't wait to give this a go, and I heard some good reviews as well, so very excited to try this. Alright guys, so the last item I have is actually a skincare item. This is the Plum Plump Hyaluronic Serum from Glow Recipe, and I've used quite a bit of Glow Recipe products. I've been using their under eye cream, and I've also used their banana cream as moisturizer, and I like both of the products, so I wanted to give this one a try, especially because we're hitting some cold weather soon and I need more hydration. My skin is going to get so dry, it's going to get patchy, and I like very light kind of moisturizers to kind of layer underneath my product. So I hope that the serum will be nice to use underneath my makeup. I hope that it doesn't create any peeling or anything like that, which is always a struggle. But I am excited to use this, and I heard some good reviews, and the bottle is very cute, and I love the pink. Alright guys, that's it for this haul. I did pick up more items. I feel like when I place a Sephora order, it's not just one order. There are multiple ones coming. I know I have a problem with fall coming. It's just time for new makeup. When the new products arrive, I can do a part 2 of my haul. So let me know if you like these kinds of videos by hitting the like button. If you want to see some of these new products in action, let me know in the comments below and I can film a video for you guys. Maybe we can do a first impression, or I'll update you guys on my thoughts. I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!